Hey guys, this is IrieStarcraft and I'm back to cast another game for you. This one will be a 4 versus 4. I've recently received tons of 4v4 replays, so I might make this into a 4v4 marathon or something. But anyway, let's get to the game. This will be on Sand Canyon and it's going to be between a Lancer, the red Terran player, and his teammates will be Nghia, the blue Protoss, and gorillanice, the teal Zerg, and their teammate will be sharknice, the purple Terran. Their opponents are going to be XDxDarkSoul. I'm going to call him DarkSoul, the pink Terran player, Shox, the orange Protoss, and Bane, the yellow Protoss, and LaoTroopz, the green Protoss. So 3 Protoss and a Terran versus, we have 2 Terrans, a Protoss, and a Zerg. I think I got that right. And we do have the extractor business going on. I've noticed people doing this a lot lately, especially in the 4v4s. I don't completely understand it. I think it allows the Terran player to get the Infernal Pre-Igniter Hellions out more quickly if the Zerg builds the extractor for the Terran. It seems like I don't know, I guess every little edge counts, so I don't know. I don't understand the mathematics behind that, but you probably can get a little bit more gas quicker, and it's all about getting those Hellions and Pre-Igniter out as fast as possible, as you guys know. However, they're going to be going against a bunch of Protoss players, and look at Nghia has completely... okay, they trapped the scouting probe there. That's quite a bit of mining time lost on all these probes just to kill that scout. We'll see if that ends up mattering. But I was going to say, with a triple Protoss team, you have to do something a little bit unorthodox in general to succeed, although they're only going against 1 Zerg, so they may actually be okay with a more standard type opener. But you can see LaoTroopz is going for 2 gateways, and so I expect to see a bunch of zealots coming out there early, whereas it looks like the other Protoss players are going for the standard cybernetics core. Although Bane seems to be extremely behind. Maybe he is up to something. He's got a lot of minerals banked, and he's not mining any gas yet. So maybe he is going to throw down a cybernetics core. So I thought maybe there's going to be a forge or something going there, but no. And DarkSoul, meanwhile, 2 barracks and orbital command, so pretty standard bio opening. I'm definitely going to see some Marines out of him, and then Hellions from Sharknice are already rallied over here in front of the Terran base. But those Hellions may not be very effective. I don't think they will when going against no Zerg players. So we'll see. It's going to come down to what kind of harassment can gorillanice do before the Protoss players can get their gateways kicking in here. There are 2 Hellions now out for Sharknice. They're going to try and break the Terran base. These Hellions will be able to easily torch up the Marines in the back if DarkSoul is not careful. He's now pulling his Marine back, and there goes the last Marine. He's got a bunch of SCVs down here to repair, but he won't be able to because of the Hellions. Oh my god, Hellions are about to torch up all the SCVs, and the entrance is broken. A great play from the right team. I didn't even think of that. The Hellions can come right up behind and clear out the Marines. I should know better than that, right? DarkSoul lifting off his command center. Nothing he can do except move to a new location and try and save these SCVs as long as he can. Shox is in here now with a with a Stalker, and then Bane with 3 Zealots in here trying to help with DarkSoul, but it's already too late. He's lifted off his buildings. All his SCVs are dead. So already it is basically a 3 versus 4 now. As it's so difficult, you Protoss players know, it is so difficult to help your teammates early on. Your units are too slow. Zealots are just way too slow against Zerglings and Hellions. And so I expect to see them try and press into one of these Protoss bases, though these Stalkers are going to be pretty formidable against this army. I don't think they will be able to break it. There goes 1 Stalker, though, from Shox. He only has 1 Stalker left blocking the way here, and I want to check out and make sure nothing crazy is going on. I do see Bane now is throwing down some late, it looks like some late pylons over here, and he's got, and so is LaoTroopz, so they will be warping in units right in front of the enemy base very, very soon, and I don't think they see that. Meanwhile, Shox is desperately trying to hold on to the base. He now has a bunch of stalkers coming up from below. I think there was a battle down here that I totally did not see. I apologize for that, you guys, but the Hellions are now inside the base for Sharknice, and Shock's losing all of his probes. These stalkers are going to be trying to kill these Hellions, but they're so low on hit points. Looks like they may be able to trap the Hellions. No, they will not. Lao is now coming up to support with a bunch of Zealots. And here comes the warp-ins. And the stalkers are all warping in right in front of Sharknice's base. He is going to be in a lot of trouble very soon. gorillanice is yelling help. He sees the proxy pylons, all the units being warped in right in front of their face. I think I said that like 4 times. So here we go. Bane is going to be trying to break up the front here and just needs to scoot up. He's going to be able to kill the reactor on the factory and run right inside the main. gorillanice, though, gorillanice, he is trying to help out here. He's getting, he doesn't have enough Zerglings, though. There's just no way that is going to be enough. The 4 gates have kicked in for LaoTroopz and Bane, and they are really putting on the hurt. Shock's doing a great job surviving back there. It looks like he still has a bit of a mineral line going, and now the major battle here. There are Dark Templars, though, on the field for Nghia, and no detection for the left team. The Dark Templars are just slicing everything to bits, and oh man, this game is getting pretty intense pretty quickly, as now both Terran players are pretty much screwed. DarkSoul has rebuilt in this base. Sharknice wants to rebuild here. Sharknice and DarkSoul are the 2 Terran opponents, are going to be trying to build in the same base. That is not something you see too often. And meanwhile, Nghia with all of these Dark Templars just steamrolling. But LaoTroopz and Bane, relentless, going to be trying to press the issue. Could we have ourselves a base race? Is there anyone trying to rush for some detection on the left team? I don't see a robotics facility on the way for anybody. So this Dark Templar is going to have the nice... These DTs are going to have free kills all over the mineral lines. You can see all of them over here at the same time. LaoTroopz and Bane are breaking gorillanice's base. He is completely screwed. We definitely have ourselves a base race, but right now, Nghia with the advantage, he's got Dark Templars, and there's no detection for the other team. What he needs to do is split a couple of these down to Bane's base before this robotics facility can complete. But still, if that robotics facility can complete, they do have a chance. So Bane's got to do everything he can to keep that alive, and the Dark Templars are going to be going right for it as soon as they see it. And over here, meanwhile, Lancer is doing all he can to try and delay this press from the Protoss players. But that is not going to prove too fruitful. And by the way, DarkSoul will be able to get into this game pretty soon. Look at Sharknice has pumped out a couple of Hellions inside of DarkSoul's new base. But DarkSoul 1 step ahead with the Marauders. Looks like he will be able to kill these Hellions. Maybe not. He's going to have to build some more of them. And at the same time, Nghia is in here trying to kill probes. But what he needs to be doing is killing the robotics facility. Oh no, the Dark Templars are chasing the probes and not killing the robotics facility. The Observer is about to pop out, and now the DTs are in a whole lot of trouble, surrounded by the probes and a couple of stalkers to really deal the damage. But those DTs just rip through all of Bane's probes, losing all of them. Maybe should have been thinking about trying to kite them with these stalkers. It looks like Bane may be busy elsewhere on the map. Because usually whenever I see somebody with a bit of a misrep micro, it means that I'm missing something somewhere else. He's got a defensive Dark Templar back in here. And still this fight is going on right now inside of both players' bases. I have never seen anything like this. There are Hellions. These Hellions from Sharknice are all alive with like 10 hit points. DarkSoul can't get enough minerals to build a... to build more Marauders, and it looks like the left team is starting to leave the game. So I guess the Dark Templars were just too much to handle all of these probes dying for Bane. He got his Observer out, but he lost all of his probes, and that was critical. LaoTroopz, meanwhile, had lost his base to Dark Templars. So great job by Nghia getting the Dark Templars out. That was a pretty exciting match. So I honestly don't know exactly who sent this to me, but I believe it was Shocks from the left team. So if it was, mad props for sending me a loss. I always am going to give props for that, because it definitely surprises me and keeps me on my toes when you guys send in the losses. And often they're the better games, because for a game, for you to save a loss on your replays, you know that it's going to be really, really good. So anyway, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to get to a couple more of these 4v4 games and try better to keep up with all the action. So thanks for watching. This is IrieStarcraft, and peace out.